Welcome to Call Me Abby channel. These are some of the things that you never knew about Beatrice Waruguru, who was allegedly killed in Saudi Arabia where she had been working. Beatrice Waruguru is the latest of Kenyan women to have died in the Gulf country. Her story echoes those of many others who have suffered at the hands of brutal employers in a faraway land. A peaceful protest was held in Nairobi yesterday from Jivanjee Gardens to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, calling for an end to continued slavery of Kenyan women. The protesters were some of the women workers who have returned from the Gulf countries and officials from Kenya Union of Domestic Hotels, Educational Institutions, Hospitals and Allied Workers, and those from the Center for Domestic Training and Development. The protesters called on the government to end this long-standing problem that has seen women who have left Kenya in search of better opportunities tortured to death in those countries. Waruguru is reported to have left the country after sitting a Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education (KCSE) exam without informing her family. An agent forged her age to read 21 years to enable her travel. Yet she was 19. She had done well in her KCSE exams. So what you have to know with Beatrice is that she had done well in her KCSE exam but was discovered to have left the country when the mother started looking for her to sign a bursary form for her studies at Kenyatta University. Waruguru's mother, Mercy Wanjiru, found a way to communicate with her daughter, and at some point Waruguru informed her and her friends in Kenya that she was being tortured. Now the family advised her to seek help at the nearest police station or mosque, but eventually lost touch with her around May last year, that's 2021. Now, in September, news that Waruguru had died started spreading in the country, but her agent insisted that she was still alive. Now, the reports were that she died in May, yet her agent kept lying to her mother that she was alive. Now, one of the informers informed different media outlets. Now, Waruguru's body arrived in Kenya last week on Wednesday, a year after she died. Waruguru's body arrived in Kenya, that's a year after she had died. Now the family received a passport, medical documents and the report of post-mortem done in Saudi Arabia together with her luggage. Now, an external medical exam done in Saudi Arabia showed that she suffered trauma on her head and that she had some incisions on both sides of her neck and her front, as well as limited swelling on her forehead. It further showed that her hands and legs bore isolated abrasions which could be generally traumatic. There were also friction injuries. Now the postmortem report said that she had a blood spill in her scalp that may have occurred as a result of being hit with a solid object of any kind. Histological examination showed that the neck muscles, carotid arteries and thyroid gland were free of laxation or hemorrhage. Now toxic examination turned negative. Based on the foregoing, the cause of death is pressure on the neck with a cord. Now the report that was given out was that there was a possibility that he died out of strangulation. Now the family said that the body bore marks of torture with the eyes removed out. So a local post-mortem showed that she had been starved and dehydrated, but she had some burn marks on her hands as well as marks of strangulation on her neck. Now, narration from Miss Sophia Mumo, who is a returnee from Gulf, who has worked in Bahrain, Qatar, Oman, and Dubai, faulted the agency that sent Waruguru to Saudi Arabia without informing her family. Now, she said that they fought the papers for this girl. She was only 19 years old and not yet 21. Additionally, she was not 5 foot tall as required, said Miss Momo. Now, Miss Momo said she was lucky to have left the Gulf alive after a nasty experience that made her leave abruptly. Now, another lady and I were being driven to the desert by 2 men when at some point one left. So there had been different cases of torture and such kind of cases from Gal. Now, as Miss Momo continue narrating for us experiences, what she is saying is that another lady and I were being driven to the desert by 2 men, and when at some point one left the vehicle and we got the chance to save our lives, we attacked the driver, locked the vehicle's door, and forced him to drive us back. Now, that was 2013. We expected things to be better now, but for some reason they are getting worse. That's Miss Momo. And Miss Wanjiru, Waruguru's mother could not attend the protest, and she was preparing to move Waruguru's body to Embu ahead of a burial that was already done. Welcome to Call Me Abby channel for more updates and more videos. I don't know exactly what you think about all this story. It's a very, very sad story, and we're still praying for the family. Subscribe.